All right, we ready? Cass, you can give us a count when you're ready.
3, 2, 1. What's good, everybody? Welcome to another motherfucking episode of For the Culture Podcast, bro. It's your boy Cass on the mic. I'm here with my brother
Colgate 770, baby.
and we got a special guest in the motherfucking building.
Way overdue.
Rockstar Colt checking in, you feel me?
Yes, sir.
Brother, thank you
my
for
brother.
being here, dog.
You gotta do them both at one
Yeah,
time.
fuck you, man.
I should did that. You feel me? The sideways on them.
Nah, bro, I appreciate you for pulling up on us, bro.
Most
I
definitely,
think this is like the official episode, the first episode of season 2, actually. So it's like, appreciate you
It's
for
the
coming
season 2
through.
kickoff.
We're doing like a 10 episode type season, so it's like, yeah, type shit.
Yeah.
So you're actually right, the first cameraman on the segment too.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, this is our first, I don't even want to call you a videographer, man. You make more than this.
Yeah, you fucking
So,
make
so.
movies.
Because look, there's 3 cameramen that I'm really like, damn, them boys got that heat.
Yeah.
My guy, Cinematic B. Don't
Be hard.
play,
Be hard.
don't
Fire.
play with him. Me and B locked in tough. Then we got, well, I guess it's 4. Dontel Antonio. That man is a beast. If you don't know Dontel, tap the fuck in with
I'm gonna have to check him
Dontel.
out.
Yeah,
He's
man,
fire.
he's a beast for sure. Corey Blaze.
Oh yeah,
Cass's
Corey's fire.
longtime videographer, man, he is just super clean with it. And you.
Man,
Hey,
You've
you-
worked with a lot of people I fuck with,
Most
and that's how I caught you,
Yeah.
videography wise.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
2, he's not
Artist-wise,
just
you
he's
locked
not
in, bro.
just a videographer.
Definitely. That's the thing a lot of people don't know, bro. Like, I was really rapping before I was ever a videographer, but this was like, I was like 12 and 13 with my homie Jacob, and we was like, you feel me, doing like shit in my closet with a I don't even remember, it was some little terrible mic off of Amazon.
but it
and,
felt great. You
oh,
were
yeah.
just like,
It was
man, we
closet vibes,
fucking.
you feel me? We was in there going nuts. Right?
Some of them,
Nah,
them
facts.
bullshit ass like quality be
Facts.
the most
Facts.
energy
It be
because you just
vibe,
in there
bro.
like going after.
That
it.
shit was like, you feel me? That shit was a long time ago, and then I actually stopped, and you feel me? I grew up a little bit, and I deleted everything back off YouTube. Took it off. When I was
man.
12. I was like 13.
So,
I did not want that shit back.
Like y'all
out.
released like some
Oh yeah,
music?
it was on YouTube. It was
Okay.
everything. And definitely not all platforms or nothing. It was just straight YouTube uploads.
Y'all were just cooking up like, let's drop this shit.
Exactly.
So before we even get like too down the rabbit hole, really how we do it is like beginning, middle, and end. So we're kind of getting in there right now. So where are you from? How did it all start? How'd you get into music?
So,
what were your big influences? Tell us about early life.
Born in Decatur till 3.
Decatur-ish, greatest.
Shout out to Gary, man.
Then we moved to Gwinnett, and then till I was 11 or 12, 6th grade, and my parents apparently got tired of the traffic, had to go to the they went to Cleveland, Georgia, so like they moved to Cleveland when I was 11, and I did middle school to high school up there, and then immediately came back down here. I went to Georgia State for 2 months. And
You got a little bit of flavor from everywhere, yeah.
No, literally. And
That's what's up,
The
though.
story continues. You feel me? I
No,
went to
I
Georgia
feel
State
that.
for 2 months. I got kicked out. Immediately got an apartment. Not immediately. I was fucking couch surfing and hopping around for like 2 weeks. Ended up getting an apartment downtown. Then moved over to East Point for a year, and then back to Gwinnett and Lilburn, which was really like the line of Stone Mountain, Lilburn, and that was like the
I'm
past 5
Snellville,
years.
so I'm right up the block.
Literally, we was right on we was over
Facts.
on 5 Forks, so we was like
Okay,
right around the
bet, yeah, you up the block, dog.
Yeah, Snellville was right next to us.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. So why all the bouncing around? Like, first, what happened at school? How'd you get kicked out of school?
Right, I wanted to tell this story for so long, bro. Like, I had a roommate
Yeah.
who didn't like me. You feel me? And like, we was in college for 2 different purposes. I was still there to get work done, but I was still there to live the college.
Yeah, like
College,
get that
yeah.
college
to
experience.
enjoy college, to see women, to go to parties.
That
like,
asked her off like, I
literally.
hate college, but
that,
love
you feel me? Like,
parties.
just that type of vibe. And like, he was on straight video games and schoolwork, and that was it. Feel me? Go to bed at 9 p.m. type shit. So I'll come in at 3 a.m. I wasn't like,
Late as fuck.
I wasn't like go wake him up and shit, but you feel me? Probably
He's
walking
just
around
like,
the room and
bruh,
stuff.
here goes Coke.
No,
coming
literally.
in at
Literally.
3 a.m.
Goddamn, that boy smell like pussy.
Literally.
This boy smell like pussy.
So right, one day,
Smell like pussy.
my boy Jacob calls me and he's like, "Yo, come pick me up." I'm like, bet. I was drinking a Four Loko. I left it on my desk.
Mind eraser.
I left it on my desk, right? Bro, when I
No,
come
don't tell me you
back,
snitched.
when I come back, bro, I look up on like the area where my balcony is, bro, and there's a cop outside. There's a cop in my doorway, and there's a cop by my window, and my door's wide open.
Bro.
Terrible. I instantly, my stomach dropped. I knew what time it was. I was like, nah. So I told my friends, I was like, I knew they didn't have anything on them or like anything like that. I was like, bro, y'all go upstairs. I was like, I forgot something at the car. They didn't see them. I knew they didn't have anything. I just picked them both up, and they weren't. That wasn't their room. So they was just finna go up there and blah blah blah. And so I was like, I forgot something at the car, bro. I went in my car. I peeled the fuck out. This is at Georgia State, downtown
You said,
Atlanta.
fuck that.
Bro, no, I was not going for it. I was
Out like a Girl Scout.
y'all got me. That's not happening. So I left, and they ended up telling my friends, like, yo, where's Colton? Blah, 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 blah. And, like, story goes on. And so, like, eventually, I don't show back up. I stayed at a hotel for, like, 6 days. Finally, like, they tell my friend who goes to the same school as me, they're like, you can tell Colton he can come back. They was like, you know, we've thrown it away. It was Georgia State Police. It wasn't like Atlanta Police Department. It was just the college
campus
type
police,
shit.
Yeah.
So
I know
they're
where
like,
this is going.
I'm like, you know, they say I'm good. I don't believe it. I'm like,
set up.
I'm
Good
like,
man.
nah.
That's
I'm
what
like,
I was
nah.
about to say. Fuck the bullshit.
But I eventually,
Don't listen to the lies.
I eventually go back.
Okay.
So
shit.
they really threw it away, right?
Okay.
Everything I would have got arrested for, they just write up in a Dean's report. So I still got in fucking trouble. Like, it wasn't like, you know,
You got
you're
clean
just
slate.
good.
And what all did they get you on? Because all I heard was the Four Loco on the
It
on
was
the counter.
just a little smoke and, you know,
Some other paraphernalia
that type
with
of
statutes of limitations.
that type of shebang. So that happened, and so like I got rode up and stuff. And to tell you the truth, bro, 100% honest truth, I didn't fully get kicked out of college. I got kicked out of housing.
Okay.
So then it was like, bro, I'm 18. Videos really ain't doing that well. You feel me?
So you already were working on the.
But I'm only making probably $900 a month. You feel me? And so it's like, do I really
Not
go
too shabby.
fucking bust my ass and still try to go to school, go work a job? Because I wasn't leaving Atlanta. I was not going back to the country. I was like, nah, not happening. So it was like, do I go, you feel me, work 50 hours a week while still trying to do school, I was like, nah, I'm going to just go full-time with videography. And went full-time with videography and was still definitely struggling, but I was paying my rent.
So that's where you like took your leap of faith. All right, bet. So before we get there, because that's a peak moment.
For sure.
I would
Yeah,
say.
I was about to
really
say.
is.
Like to the okay, so you said you started making music. Like, was that kind of what brought you into hip hop? Like
So
what?
like I originally grew up on like very first like Young Colt was like straight rock,
Okay.
not 70s rock, like
Like-
alternative rock.
like
you
Good
still
Charlotte,
got it,
Sum
too.
41,
Okay,
Blink 182.
sure.
that's
you feel me?
Green Day and shit like
Oh
that.
yeah,
Okay.
Green Day. I kind of grew out of Green Day as I got a little older. I didn't grow out of the other stuff, but I definitely grew out of Green Day. But you know when like you start hitting of age 10, 11, 12, where you doing everything on, you know, figuring stuff out for yourself. Then I started breaking into rap, and like there were a few rap songs I listened to when I was younger, but it wasn't like my main genre.
Okay, what artist?
Oh, shit.
What artist kind of brought you, like, got your attention, or first, like, when you started transitioning from rock to hip hop? Who were like the main people that you were like, oh shit, this is hard?
I hate to even admit it, but Eminem was one of them for
Man,
sure.
I mean,
Man, look, M was a goat back in the
then
day,
he was
man.
fucking a goat. Like back then, T.I.
Yeah,
was
well,
definitely
facts.
hard. Plies, I loved Plies back
Plies
in the day.
was hitting back in the day.
There was a couple other I'm trying to think of. Soulja Boy for sure.
Yeah.
A-Rab for sure. That
So-
little duo back then was
Yeah.
lit.
Trust me,
I ain't
boy.
gonna lie,
A-Rab.
A-Rab was lit back
When
then.
Plies was out, goddamn, and he's on that fucking, what was that, Usher verse, and he's like, I'm like Kool-Aid on your body. I was like, goddamn, that shit hitting.
No, that's facts. And people sleep on A-Rab. I was actually talking about him the other day.
His down, like, I wouldn't even call it a downfall.
It's just
I was just like a, I don't know what you would call it. Just a
Maybe he's just
circumstance,
like went into the industry and he's like, this is not me. Because
Facts.
if anybody now per se that he got a free ride, we don't know what work he did or didn't do.
No, really.
But
though.
it's like, bro, you were right there, bro. Like,
A bad contract can kill the right,
who's just
the
like
right
that
man.
too? Lil Chucky.
damn.
Lil Chucky should have popped. Lil Chucky was Wayne's prodigy for so.
And then it's just like,
That's his nephew. Do you know that?
I didn't know he was blood nephew. They
That's
look
his
just
blood
fucking
nephew.
alike. They look just alike, but I
he
didn't know he was
said, you
blood
know
nephew.
what, this ain't going to work.
Chucky was around and he was like, look, I already got the money. I already got the bitches.
Maybe
get my enjoyment out of it and call it a day.
Okay, so you started getting influenced by these artists and stuff, and that's kind of what led you to now create your own stuff with the homies at the crib. Y'all was like,
but
fuck
like
it,
I wasn't even like, bro. Really, when I was in 7th grade rapping, bro, that shit was just like jokes.
Yeah,
not jokes.
It's
but
just like what you do with the
fucking
boys,
around.
chilling around. Yeah,
exactly.
And then that's kind of what guides you. So, how far did you go into like making music to where it led you to like? Did you pick up a phone one day and you started like recording? Like what brought the idea? Or you saw a video?
It didn't. I put down the mic and then 2-3 years passed.
Oh, okay.
Literally,
this is a time span.
Yeah, like I stopped rapping and wasn't doing anything at the time.
Some monk in training, dog.
Exactly, but I didn't even know it yet. So I actually started doing what did I start doing first? One of my friends needed help with one of my friends cracked Photoshop for me. And then I got Photoshop and
they needed this special movie. A special naked movie.
Yo.
So like I got Photoshop and he was doing a website and he asked me for help like making some graphics. I started fucking around with it, doing some random shit and they weren't nothing special. And then the Chicago wave of music came about,
like Chief Keef type era. Okay.
So I started like fooling around with mixtape covers and shit and tried to do them, and they were terrible.
So it was first like covers and stuff like that.
That was the intro to my like whole thing, right? And so I started doing covers, and they weren't that good at the time. But because I was already doing covers, I ended up getting in broadcasting class because I was already computer associated. And
you were intrigued by it though.
Facts,
you wanted to learn more.
Exactly.
Okay.
And
it's crazy how when you do one and you figure out that you master it, you're like, hang on, this shit kind of like
What's the next
this.
level, bro?
Mm-hmm.
It's like recording, covers, editing.
Recording,
it's
beats,
like,
engineer. They all end up intertwined hand in hand.
The processes are very similar.
Facts. So then I went, I was in broadcasting class one time and I was doing mixtape covers all the time. I had a cool ass teacher. Shout out Miss Gailey.
Shout out Miss Gailey.
I love Miss Gailey.
Shout the fuck out Miss Gailey.
You gotta love teachers you remember.
Shout her out. God
That's
damn.
important, bro. If you remember a teacher like being grown, it's like they really impacted you as a kid, bro. That's important.
When I would get my work done, she would let me do mixtape covers in class. Like they had Photoshop on the
She a real one.
No, really.
Get it on the podcast, bro.
I need to. I hit her up every like 2 years and just ask her how she's doing type shit,
That's fine.
She used to let me like work on Photoshop and do mixtape covers after I was done with my work and stuff like that. And I was literally like, bro, I was not making a lot of money, but there were multiple times where I was getting like PayPal sent to me during school.
What?
See, I didn't think that's what you were gonna say. I thought you were gonna be like, no, I showed up to class, right? And I had to go up to Miss Gailey and be like, he's your cut, bitch.
Nah. Miss Gailey would have taken a cut. She wouldn't have taken a cut.
So you were getting paid for your early on mixtape covers that you were doing. And how did that go about? Were you just cooking up and you're like, yo, look, guys, like, or did people see you and they're like, yo, this shit hard?
I was hitting, mainly it was like Twitter and Instagram. I started an Instagram account for it, and they're still up there. It's called Crown Graphics.
Okay.
It's Crown GFX. You look at them, you'll laugh. You'll laugh. Bro, it's so 2013 ass mixtape covers.
Your shit's hard, so I find it hard to even believe that the early stage stuff is bad.
When I'm gonna send y'all the link
so we can put some up.
You can pop them up.
We'll
bro,
pop
it's
them
hilarious.
Up. Okay.
There's my first video too. Y'all should definitely do that with.
That's lit.
So I did that, right, and then I was just doing graphics and stuff, and randomly one day, I don't know why we were doing like video work for broadcasting and stuff, like the little random projects you do at school or whatever.
Cool. Okay.
And so I was already associated with rappers from mixtape covers, and randomly I was like, maybe I should like try a music video. And there's one specific artist, Sleazy Sosa from Gainesville.
Hey, shout out Sleazy.
That was my first music video ever.
So did you start doing the projects at school, and that kind of like peaked like I
guess like I don't really know what.
It just seems like it naturally kind of just
induced itself.
Like Sleazy was like, yo, bro, can you shoot me this video? That project was hard, bro.
To tell you the truth, I think I asked on Facebook like who knows a rapper or something like that, because
you kind of put yourself to the test.
Facts.
You're like, fuck it, we're gonna do this.
Now, Cass, I don't know how much you know about Colt, but one thing I'll tell you, because I've been watching him for a while, because you work with a lot of people that we work with, and it makes me fuck with him hard, is he's a hustler, bro. This man is a hustler. Like, I saw you when he, as an artist, right, he started being, like, kind of rebranding himself and coming back out with a bunch of new content, and he flipped that TikTok quick. I saw him put in the work. He's on Facebook. We follow each other, funny enough.
Facts.
And he's always posting, like, different tutorials on how to do stuff, but this man, I'll see him, like, running, like, just different pitches and discounts and ads and in people's comments. I'm like, this motherfucker hungry, dog.
No, bro.
If you want something, you got to be hustling like that. That's the only way you can stay on top and actually really get to it.
Just work.
Facts.
Work.
And you can't. This is the one big thing too. Is you can't be the person who says I want to get rich from it. You can't. You gotta trust the process, and you just gotta do the work. It's no.
And then you make it. You're like, I'm here.
It eventually will come with it, but you can't just be the person who I'm doing this to get rich. You can't do that.
And I want to congratulate you too. I just seen you hit 10K on the YouTube, my boy.
10K subscribers,
bro.
Paper rock, whatever the fuck.
That's a milestone, bro.
I've been drinking. Like, I ain't gonna lie. And honestly, bro, to tell you the truth, it took so long that I kind of like forgot about the goal.
But it's like, and then it shows you like, oh fuck, you've been putting in work, motherfucker.
Right, randomly came
just
up.
To show what we were just talking about, exactly what we were just talking about. You're like, you just gotta work and it happens.
It
and
will
look
eventually
at that,
come. Because I set that goal forever ago. Like when I had my first viral video, we're getting ahead of time. But when I had my first viral video, I jumped a lot of subscribers. I think I went from like 300 to 1,500.
Okay.
And then it was eventually like, because you know, when you hit 10K on YouTube, you can go live on YouTube.
Yeah.
You get a lot of perks.
You can post stories and stuff like that.
You get a lot of perks and random stuff like that. So I was like, damn, I want to hit 10K. And then like, here we are 10 years later, you feel me? I forgot about it a long time ago because it just, there's another thing. When, like in 2018, bro, or 2017, 2016, rappers started getting their own channels. I used to get every upload I ever shot.
Damn,
that was crazy.
I don't get shit.
I didn't even think about that.
I don't get nothing.
I remember my first video. I let my
dropped it on the cameraman.
He dropped it on him.
Yeah,
I didn't think nothing of it. Yeah,
you got your own channel.
I recently made my shit like a year ago, but yeah, it's crazy. Like
we don't get shit no more. We don't get a motherfucking thing.
Damn, motherfuckers was eating and good at that time. But I guess
Brandon's backstage. He's just looking at me.
He probably knows and agrees.
Probably over there.
He's like, my
cameraman's like, yeah, motherfucker.
I need that.
You better shout me out.
Let me get a drop.
Let him know.
Let me get a drop.
Yo, that's crazy to like.
Yeah, it changed the game. So like when that happened, bro, like subscribers kind of plateaued. Like, you know, I'm still gaining subscribers.
Yeah,
I'm
but
still uploading,
you were like, your work was right there on your channel, so people were subscribing
immediately, instantly,
especially those viral moments.
Exactly.
Okay. So
that changed a lot.
Yeah, like before we get there, like okay,
back to, where were we?
So you were shooting with Homeboy, the first
I hadn't
video.
shot yet. I was in broadcasting class and I told my teacher, I was like, and she, like I said, Miss Gailey was cool as hell. I was
cool
like,
as your pan, you hear me?
We ain't have no at-home project, bro. But I told her, I was like, hey, you think like I could borrow the camera for an at-home project?
No.
She knew what time, you know. I'm telling her I'm working
She
with rappers.
let you take the school camera to shoot the video?
Yeah.
Oh, she
It was
is
a little camcorder you hold like this.
Go.
And so like, look, and y'all gonna see it. We gonna pop the Sleazy Sosa video up right here. So when I did that, I shot it terrible quality. But this is also 2012, end of 2012.
And you're using school equipment.
So it's like, so I shot it and it was like your typical 2012 music video, but your typical shitty type 2012 music video, because Chief Keef and them were dropping videos from D Gaines, Aze production at that time, and they were fire.
Marvin's Room was crazy from Drake.
All that time. But so like I did it and it was terrible quality. It was bad. But I noticed
you
that
did it though.
Bingo. I looked at it and I said, damn, the words are lined up, scenes are changing. I made a music video. So I was like, holy
birth
shit.
of a monster.
I was like, holy shit. So then I saved up enough money for a T3i. Right after that was the only music video I shot with that camera. And I saved up enough money, which was like $230.
Immediately invested. You were like, okay, this is what I want to do this.
A little Canon T3i, which was like, back then it was good quality for the time period and for the price. And then, okay, right in between, right when I bought the camera, like 4 days later, I get arrested at school for a RICO.
Oh man.
2 conspiracy to intent to distribute, 2 conspiracy intent to purchase, and 2 conspiracy of illegal use of telecommunication.
Who you selling the script to?
I wasn't. It was a weed bust.
No. The script of the movie.
No, really, I need to. I really need to, bro. It'll be a life story eventually. It'll be a documentary.
You got me too. I was like, damn.
Yes, sir.
It'll be a documentary one day.
No,
but yeah,
man, you got a crazy story, dog.
That happened. I go to RYDC, which is juvenile jail, and I literally got walked out in handcuffs and shackles. That shit was psyched out. I remember so many people watching me and stuff. And
should have told someone, hold the camera, motherfucker.
No, really though. That's a whole story in itself. But so I get out and I'm on house arrest. My bond was house arrest, meaning I'm not even on probation yet. Nothing. Just to get out of jail, I had to be on house arrest. But my house arrest was like juvenile house arrest, which was through my mom and my PO, which means I don't have an ankle monitor, but it's basically like parental house arrest, where it's like they tell your parents like he's only allowed to go to doctors and school and sports type shit. And so I spent like 3 months like not doing shit, and then finally this other dude hit me up, D White, shout out D White and Young Creep. They hit me up and they was like, bro, we need a music video. I'm like, bro, I'm on house arrest. Like, no, and I don't have an ankle monitor, so technically I can leave. Technically,
and you're how old at this time?
16. 16. Just turned 16. I'm like, damn, like technically I can leave. And so, the gears start turning. I'm like,
you're like,
So they had this hotel party.
How long is the video?
Exactly.
The hotel party.
And I think they gave me $100 or like $125.
Not the hotel
That's
party.
great. That's where they got you. Like, damn, a party.
No,
and
literally.
120?
Literally. And it's like a hotel party in Gainesville. Ratchet ass hotel too. These two older girls picked me up. This is the second music video ever. Two older girls picked me up, sneak me out my house.
Is this the first time you're using your new camera?
Yeah.
Another reason you're like, I gotta use this.
No, literally. And so,
how'd you disguise yourself at the crib? Did you do like the pillow in the blanket, or what's the story here?
I actually shot more videos than that. Me and YB shot videos while we were both on bond for the RICO. I shot with one of my co-defendants.
Oh shit!
But I forgot because we had to delete all the videos because shit got
proof. It would have been proof.
Exactly. But I think actually so how the RICO went is way too long of a story. But how the RICO went was they arrested the main people. Then honestly, they warned my parents. They told my mom they called my mom's phone and they were like, "Yo, your son's fucking with the wrong crowd. You need to tell him to get right." I thought that meant I was good. No, that meant we have evidence on you and we can come arrest you right now. You need to get your shit together.
The cops said they've got nothing yet, so I'm fine.
Hey, that's what I said.
I was going to say, too, man, when you snuck out to the Gainesville party, did you put like a pillow under the sheet? Or like,
I might have.
How'd you disguise it? Like the mannequin head at the top?
I might have, a big ball of clothes.
Ferris Bueller, this bitch.
But, so I actually, before I got arrested, I shot with my soon-to-be co-defendant.
Wow, that's crazy.
Then got arrested, and so then house arrest came. So I really had done like 3 videos before that, but I forgot because they all got deleted off YouTube because we ended up being co-defendants, and it was just
complicated,
all bad. So so then I went to the Gainesville party or whatever, did that, dropped that one video, and about 3 months later, I ended up pleading out in court. It was like 2 years probation. Basically what ended up happening with it, with not to go into I turned down 3 different deals. I turned down immunity, then I turned down debriefment, debriefment is crazy because it's you tell them everything but it's no statements, so it can't be used against anyone, but it's for the better of their knowledge. Turn that down, and the best part about it was by the time I got done fighting my case, everyone had already been sentenced, because you got to remember I got arrested 9 months after them.
Damn.
So really, like, everybody was long gone to prison, PDC, boot camp.
They already did some of their time.
I'm just the random juvenile. I'm the only juvenile in the 80-person drug bust.
Oh shit.
So I'm like just a random little pawn that was supposed to be used. I was really used to snitch, but I didn't. And so like by the end of it, I was useless. And I had a good ass lawyer too. So
shout out to the lawyer,
Jeff Talley.
Shout out
Jeff Talley, goddamn it.
Jeff Talley, goddamn it. The Lord and Savior.
I did the money drop for my boy Jeff.
So literally, so I ended up fleeing out, and by the end of it, then I had my camera, and that was when really like I could now drive the videos,
like go
and do all my shit, you feel me, and get back to driving, blah blah blah. Because I was 16, I had just got my license, and you feel me, all that shit. So like that was when I really started. I think I started offering $125 videos or $150 videos.
Okay.
And it was slow money for sure. But I was shooting probably like once a month type shit.
And you were getting it done, doing what you love to do.
Exactly.
There's a learning curve. It's,
exactly. And that was the start of that.
Damn.
That was once I actually really started going with videos.
From there, you're doing videos. Are you still recording at this time, like making music? Not at all. Okay, so then you go to college. You have the college story happen. You get kicked out of school.
Yep.
Now what happens?
I had also in between there, I upgraded my camera when I went to college, or right before I went to college, or during college. I don't remember. It was right around that time period. And I got kicked out of college, got an apartment downtown, and then that's when I like fully tapped in with the Atlanta crowd. Because if Gainesville, North Georgia, that was where I started.
That's the scene over there, and then Atlanta is like their own scene. So
and where shit really kicked off, because it was right around the same time period. I met up with No Good Hood, who was a big Atlanta artist, and you know what A3C is?
Yeah.
Yes.
So A3C, this was right during the Chief Keef
music
area.
festival in Atlanta, if you don't know.
Everybody from out of town comes.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
A bunch of Chicago artists that I had done mixtape covers for were coming down to Atlanta. I hit them all up. Craziest part about it, bro, I picked up Famous Dex from Linux.
Oh, shit.
We were supposed to shoot a video. That was the whole purpose.
Oh, shit.
There's like an old video of me on his old IG from 2015 when I picked him up from Linux. It's the funniest video. We were psyched out. And I picked him up and we went to go shoot. And he ended up falling asleep. I couldn't get him up. I tried to wake him up, blah, blah, blah.
Damn.
Couldn't get him up. I guess he wanted to sleep or whatever. But there were so many artists down there as well. So I ended up going to shoot with S.600.
So you just went down and you're like, who's trying to work?
Facts.
Famous Dex knocked out.
Bro, and the crazy, I really wish I locked in with Dex that day, because Dex went fucking up.
Crazy after that.
I reached out to him multiple times and been like, bro, tap in, let's work. You don't remember?
I was trying to wake you up.
I picked you up from Linux. We've been supposed to.
He thought it was a dream, dog.
The S.dot video ended up doing 600,000.
That's lit.
That, and then I shot
nice.
right literally the next couple weeks after that, I shot FBG Cash's Tuka Gang, which did 750K on my page, and then like 2 other pages stole it and did 550 and 340 or something.
What?
So if it was all on my page right now, it would be at like 1.7, some shit like that. And that was like the real kickstart. That's when I was telling you subscribers went from 300 to 1,500. That was the...
What was that moment like for you, like shooting those videos and seeing those numbers, and you're like, this is my work. Like, holy shit. What was going through that dopamine feeling?
That shit was amazing. And not only the numbers, but the influx of inquires, people DMing you.
Yeah.
It just went nuts. Because I had it where, I remember, I had it where in the YouTube title, it tagged my Twitter. So every time it was shared on Twitter, I got tagged. Bro, my Twitter was blowing up when that shit was going up.
Yo, that's lit.
That's crazy.
So that was like the real start.
So after that, I want to paraphrase some of this because I want to talk about your music a lot because that's important. Give us some of the artists that you work with kind of between then and when you started to kind of do a rebrand on your music and get serious with it. And then, too, I know there's some other things that you talk about a lot, some other fights that you had. You can touch on if you want, up to you. But tell me some of the artists that you work with kind of in that time period. So after this big jump, who'd you start locking in with? Because I know some of these guys, but I don't know them all.
Let's bring it back. Me and Gabe was GA, formerly known as GA, now
shout out GA.
Shout out my brother, man.
Me and him, he was back in like 2013 too, or 2014. He was like right after when I got off house arrest. And
how'd y'all two meet?
Videos. He hired me for a video. Cheap ass video too. Good video though too. It's not on YouTube anymore, but we locked in then, and then bro, we've been locked in since. I've been his cameraman ever since.
Bro, you know who I found you from actually? Louis.
Louis who?
Louis Lynx.
Louis,
man.
Oh yeah, you do know Louis.
Yeah, man. Louis my dog. Man, we go way back. That's how I met.
Shout out Louis Lynx, right?
Man, Louis, if you're watching this, I need another Northside hoodie, bro. I lost my last one. I can't.
Louis coming back with a lot of stuff.
Man, I need another one for real. I had a black one that I wore forever.
And that's actually how I met Gabe and found out about you and everything. Yeah, through Lou.
So I did a lot of shit with No Good Hood, who was like stupid buzzing back then. He had a Chief Keef disc that did like 4 million views on YouTube. That was like a big era during then. Worked with a lot of Chicago artists, Reggie Baby, Skinbone. Well, actually, the Skinbone video never dropped, so I probably shouldn't even drop that. But Lil Marcus had a good disc from Chicago too that we did like 450K on.
Let's go.
I did some shit for Young Maul, PD Escobar, Slaughter Gang Tip. That was one combined video through my boy DJ Mark B. Shout out my boy DJ Mark B. Who else we got? Young Chop. The one who produced all those Chief Keef songs. Trying to think who else down here actually. Jimmy Rocket, I did a lot with Jimmy Rocket. Who else? I got them all on my Instagram.
I know you
bio.
and Twin get it in sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out Jay Twin, man.
Yeah, me and Twin, we go back too. Man, me and Twin Gabe go back for fucking 10 plus years now almost. But yeah, it's dope. A lot of artists, bro. But to tell you the truth, bro, it's been so many artists through this, like, you ask like off the top of my head, bro. I've shot like 1,000 music videos, so it's like, you know,
1,000 plus easy,
500 different artists type shit.
Nah, you know, when I knew, like, I saw, because when we had met at, I forgot whose concert it was it the Duke Deuce concert? Or was it before
might have
that?
been. Did we? You talking about? It wasn't Henry's event. Did we?
I was about to say, he probably went for one more time.
You're right. It was.
Shout out one more time.
But I knew it was hard when I started following you and you shot that video on the iPhone.
Yeah,
man,
the iPhone video.
That's a perfect example of like
using what you got.
Exactly, bro. Because a lot of people are like, and I'm not against getting the best shit, obviously.
Facts.
But it's like steps to it. Like, don't let that be the reason why you're not proceeding forward.
Don't let imperfection stop you from taking action.
Bro, because that shit is sick, bro. Like,
you know what's crazy? We shot that on a fucking 11. At the time, the 15 is the best, or the 14 is the best. We shot that on Gabe's 11.
That's because you know what you're doing.
Facts.
Yeah,
most definitely. It definitely has a role in it, but the whole, because I did it free for Gabe. That was just some content.
It was probably like, let's do content.
Like, exactly. And so it was like, that whole purpose of that was to show, like, you can literally with the phone you have start charging for music videos, start making music videos and stuff.
Like, watch me snap real quick, bro.
And that shit was hard. I will say though, I did edit it on my computer.
Yeah, I mean, if you got the software, it just shows like, bro, get your phone
exactly, literally. And like, you could have done that type of shit with an $800 computer as well.
Yeah, nah, bro, good shit.
Most definitely.
So we've touched on the videos. Long story short, if you need a video, this is one of the guys that you should definitely hit.
Most definitely.
This is one of like the goats in our clique. This is a really fire videographer for sure. But man, you're a great artist, and you've had some different struggles and stuff recently. I see you talking about it online a lot of times.
Most definitely.
Very motivating to me personally. And the music too, man. The music is fire. You do a lot of stuff teaching artists about different things and how to make it pop. So talk to me about this music, bro. I want to know about it.
So the funny thing about the whole music is, like I told y'all, I was a rapper in the beginning, and then I put it down and started doing the videos and stuff. Well, I ended up getting all my friends into rapping. All my like childhood best friends type shit. Circle. Facts. And eventually they end up making me rap. Like I got them started rapping, and they were rapping, and I was being the cameraman for like 3 years, and then eventually one of them, like I think it was Riley Peach, shout out Peach. He got me on one of his songs. He was like, bro, just come to the studio, I'll pay for it. He was like, just do it. Bro. He was like, just do it for me, bro. He was like, I remember how fire you used to be, blah blah blah. So I did it, and I honestly surprised myself. I went to 4.0. Shout out my boy 4.0.
4.0, yeah, he's a beast.
And that shit surprised the fuck out of me. I was like, damn, I still got it. That was like the turning moment where I was like, damn. So then from there, I got them into rapping, and then basically they got me back into rapping.
A full circle moment.
Full circle moment, exactly. And so, I just started going for fun, and then I slowly started to like really get back passionate into it, and I ain't gonna lie, I started using my video connections to advantage the music.
I mean, you got to.
Man, it works. I got a feature with Max Sauce. I got a feature with Blue Lingo. I got a bunch of stuff. I got a whole music video with Max Sauce I ain't even dropped.
Oh,
of me and him
and it's
rapping.
Your song?
Yeah.
Okay,
and,
that's fire.
I was waiting on him to get out of jail to fucking drop it, and now he's been out for like 3 months, but then as soon as he got out, we immediately got back to work. He had planned drops, stuff like that, so I haven't dropped it yet, but it's a timeless song, so I ain't even tripping.
You can easily be like, hey, I'll give you a video for a feature.
And it's already done.
There you go.
Hey, it's already done. We already got the whole video shot of mine and his song.
I just mean in general, for an artist, you can be like, hey, fuck with my shit. Let's go.
Or like type shit, if I've ever fucking gave him discounts and shit. Like, I've showed love to a lot of artists. I've, when the budget ain't right, I've still fucked with them, wait till they got right, stuff like that. So it's like, as long as the love's reciprocated, I'll always show love type shit.
Facts.
But yeah, so I started rapping just, I really just started going. For a while there, I was going. I ain't gonna lie, I was on perks and drank, just psyched out, going to the studio every week, 2 or 3 times a week. But I had to look back because I was spending just like $250, $300 a week just on studio time. I was going to 4.0 and my other boy Evan Dupree. I was just going back and forth. If 4 is busy, I go to Evan. If Evan's busy, I go to 4. And I was recording over and over and over. And like right now, bro, I have like 200 songs put up. It's terrible, bro.
Sound
because
like me.
I've only dropped like 13 of them.
Okay, so you got the vault is low.
You feel me? Like
you gotta start giving it to him, dog.
facts, really though. And like realistically, it's probably like 160 songs. 200 is like the average.
Bro.
I just said, but it's
if you
probably
do
like
a song
160.
a week, bro, we gonna be hearing about it for a while.
Facts. But one thing I did realize too is like a lot of them. I just realized this the other day. Like a lot of them, I missed the wave on. Like, you know, when DaBaby and Stunning for Vegas was huge.
Okay, you were making like that era was like high,
now
influence.
It's Yeet.
Okay.
Ken Carson.
Yeah.
I can't remember the other guy I was thinking of, but yeah. So like I realized like you have to drop in the moment of the era. You have to.
Well, you outgrow yourself. That's the other problem. You gotta.
Like, there's some that are still hits and shit that could work, but it's like that era of music is not what's in anymore.
Yeah.
So it's like I missed the wave on a good bit of it, which kind of fucked my head up the other day.
I did the same thing.
Fuck.
I did the same thing one time. I stockpiled a bunch of records, went to start putting shit out.
Yep.
It aged. So the next time I did it, because I did the same thing, man. You guys, Cass, my vault deep.
Yeah.
Real deep. Like these guys and I've been working on shit for a hot minute. So I purposely engineered them so they could be dropped at any time. There's nothing that ties it to a specific
facts. That's the way to do it, is make timeless music.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
But you make great music. Tell me, what's the music about? What's the vibe? What's the style? I know you bounce around a little bit.
That's
but
the crazy part
what do you
about
like
it.
to touch on, and what should listeners expect?
So I like to do a lot of trap music and everything I really rap about is from my past situations. I'm a businessman now. I don't do nothing illegal. I'm a good guy now. I don't do nothing no more. I just run the video business, and that's all I do. So like I rap, I make a lot of trap music, but then that's how I started, was just straight trap music. Was fucking first 30, 40 songs was straight trap music about all the shit that comes with it, blah, blah, court cases, all the above. And then my roots of rock, alternative, that started bringing this way back in. And so that's like Lil Peep became big, and like I was on Lil Peep forever, bro. One of my friend Wesley showed me Lil Peep, and this was like 2017, 2016. And so that kind of like sat in my head, and like then that side of me came back, and I started making alternative rock type stuff.
She got those different bags.
Exactly. And so it's funny because I'll go in the studio and be in the mood for trap one day, do none but trap songs. Then the next time I go to the studio, I'll be on sad boy vibes and make fucking, you know, Lil Peep type music, that type of stuff.
That's what's up.
And lately I've been making hyperpop. Hyperpop's the wave.
Hyperpop is,
bro, it's the wave.
Motherfuckers just sleep on that shit. I made a hyperpop song, not like deep hyperpop,
not straight hyperpop, but it's got its touch to it.
Yeah, it has a nice nostalgia effect to it. You're just like, if you're sitting there smoking and
describe
chilling.
it, Cass. What's for a listener that doesn't know what hyperpop is? How would you describe it?
It's hard to describe.
It has like this, like, because it's
like
a lot,
musical unicorn.
Exactly.
In a way, yeah, because it has these high pitched, low pitched vocal
synthesizers.
Effects. So it's just, it makes you feel like Kid Cudi in a way, like when he was at the Day and Night, but mixed with like a fucking like EDM. I don't know, it's weird.
That was literally what I was about to say, because like the recent one I did was like straight Lil Peep vibe, and then out of nowhere the verse just goes fucking rave music, fucking psychotic, like crazy fucking dope. Crazy vibes, and then right back to the chorus. It goes right back to slow guitar, acoustic.
Exactly.
So it's like a up down is like hyper pop in a sense.
And it's very good for live effect shows, for sure, because it's like it gives your crowd like this energy influence. You're just like there. You could be chilling, sober or high as fuck. You just like in this moment. It brings you to the moment.
So there's really like 3 last things I want to touch on before we hit the lightning round, where Cass is gonna fire off some questions just right off the top of your noodle. So a couple things. One, because it really kind of resonated with me a lot. So even me, when I met you, I didn't know everything that you'd been through.
Facts.
That was like my story. I had a kid in high school, lived outside, was homeless, got really sick, got caught up in the wrong side of the street, the whole nine. But when, like, look, you met me. You had no fucking idea, right? Mm-hmm. Did you deal with that a lot in music? Like people misjudging you, like, man, this motherfucker's just some soft bitch over here, like da-da-da-da, and have to deal with that a lot? That
shit comes with it, you know, but like everybody, when it's the type of shit where it's like, from the outside looking in, you always going to experience that. That's the human nature is to judge.
Yeah.
But when people really meet you and like
they fuck with
exactly. So it's
Same
like
here.
from the fucking outside in, bro. And that's one thing you learn on TikTok, bro. TikTok has the biggest trolls. You know the funniest one they told me?
That's
I got
right.
on live, bro. First comment, Malibu's most wanted.
Oh man,
I
trust
said,
me.
bro, chill. I was like,
Damn, I just
laughed
got
my ass
on here,
off.
bro.
I was like, bro, what the fuck? I was like,
No.
bro, that's the type of shit you just gotta accept it. Like that's everybody's gonna judge and everybody's gonna have something to say.
That is a fact,
No,
bro.
that's
It is what it
TikTok
is.
is got the biggest
trolls, biggest
bro.
haters, all the above.
They will like if you don't know how to like control your emotions
Bro.
and literally don't.
They'll get under your skin.
It's the internet. Like
I got banned off live that same live. Swear to God.
Oh no.
I was like, bro, y'all are coming at
I'ma
me.
find your address.
The moment I even like begin to roast again, bro, live ends. They say you're banned from live.
Yeah,
for a
and
week.
it's like you can't even
I was like-
roast them because then they like suspend your live or something.
Yup,
It's
for a
like
week or
hate
whatever.
comments. Like
Yup.
what the fuck?
hateful behavior or some shit. I was
Yeah,
like,
hateful behavior.
but they can comment that all day.
Like,
there ain't nothing wrong with their
trash.
comments. So
That's
like,
facts.
yeah, nah. From that to answer your question, yeah, of course. Like you gonna go through that, but it's like, and at the end of the day, even after some people meet you, they still ain't gonna like you.
No,
so
that's,
it's like,
no, that's big facts. I guess people tried to instigate with me a lot
Oh,
for
yeah.
years, and
oh yeah,
I kind of had to unfuck myself and get out of my own way and just stop worrying about it all the
Facts.
time as I
Facts,
grew.
for sure.
Next thing I wanted to ask you is if somebody is looking you up to listen to some of your music that's already out, what do they gotta check out if they're checking out Rockstar Colt?
So if you like trap, you gotta look up Flip Some. You gotta
Flip
look
Something,
up
okay.
my Slime Life Shawty remix to what the hell's the name of the song? Dude, I can't even remember the name of the song. All you gotta look up is Slime Life Shawty
Shorty,
remix.
Rockstar Colt.
It was his big song. I can't remember what it was, but all of them you can find on my channel. You can find on all my YouTube videos. You can find on my channel at Colton Castles on YouTube.
Which is going to be at the bottom of the screen.
Most
You'll see
definitely.
it here.
And then if you like more of like, rockish,
Some little Pete
rock rap
vibes.
type things, me and Rain Drip P's got a dope ass tape called So Alive on iTunes. It's out on everywhere. I don't know why it took me a minute to say that. It's out everywhere.
all platforms.
Yeah, no, most definitely. So it's really, bruh, you could really, all of them I feel like vibe, to tell you the truth.
Facts.
I gotta tap in, bro. I didn't even know you made.
We need to do a
music.
song
No,
too,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's
Most
what I'm
definitely.
saying.
Speaking
All of
of,
us need to do a song
I heard a
type shit.
rumor.
Let's hear it.
rumor
Let's hear it. What's the rumor?
that Rockstar Colt and your boy Colt Geezy got one in the works right now. That's what I heard.
You heard correct, my brother.
That's what I thought.
You heard correct,
That's
my
what I
brother.
thought.
The rumors are true.
So, which brings us.
They ain't lying.
So, which
Ain't lying
brings us
yet.
to our last and final thing I want to
Yeah.
ask you before lightning round.
Most definitely.
What's on the way? What are we looking at 2023 for Rockstar Colt musically, videoly? What's important? What do they need to know?
So musically, number one is to just fucking drop music. Just that is
Because we
all
know
you
you got a fucking vault.
exactly, but the biggest problem is
Goddamn.
just dropping it. So like, I got 2 different music videos saved up, ready, and I'm a cameraman, so I can shoot any music video. But I ain't gonna lie, I usually get other cameramen to shoot it, so I don't have to even
Worry
fucking
about
touch it or deal with
get
it.
into your artist pocket.
Facts. Oh yeah, so Would You Believe Me's out on YouTube too. That's one I actually shot for myself.
What's up?
But yeah, so for music, just drops. I got a bunch. I got a tape coming with my group I work with, Freejects. We already have 2 tapes out, which you could check out. Freejects, Frejects. And then a bunch of solo drops. I got a video with Max Sauce coming.
Yeah, I can't wait
Me
to
and
see that.
Gabe,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
about to
gonna
drop
be
a
fire.
tape called Dead Alive.
Dead
And
Alive.
we got GA featured on it. We got Ranger Peds featured on it. It's gonna be like a 5-song tape. It's gonna be all not emo vibes, but
And that little
alternative
peep pocket,
rock.
yeah, like
that
that.
pocket
Facts.
ain't no trap because I
That's
dropped
why.
a bunch of trap stuff, and so
It's good to
and
have something different,
to
too,
tell you
man.
the truth though, what's the crazy thing is, bro, my trap music does way more numbers than my Lil Peep vibes. Way more,
But
like
do you-
3 times.
screeching
But do you feel like in the like alternative sound, you kind of get to like show your more of like your
Vulnerable
emotion,
side and shit like that, exactly.
So it's kind of I feel that like sometimes you want to make shit to like this is more for me, shit. like,
Really, exactly.
yeah.
And it's like, but I know there's a crowd for it, but I
hell
feel
yeah.
like because I came out with the
with the
first
trap,
50
you
being,
just got the other crowd, but
everybody
that
just
crowd
wants
is
the
coming.
trap.
Don't worry,
crowd.
keep it
Everybody wants the
coming.
trap stuff.
Keep it coming.
So yeah, for that's music on the way. You feel me? Tape dropping probably at the end of this month, into April.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Video wise, next big step for me, I am starting a Drop Down Mic series. I'm not dropping the name because I guarantee it to get stolen. It's a genius fucking idea.
What was like?
Drop down the dangling mic where artists
mic.
here today.
Definitely
It's
got
got a whole twist to it versus everyone else's.
Oh,
that's all I'm gonna say about it.
Let's
be on the lookout.
It's different than what everyone else has done.
Okay.
As soon as I thought of it, I was like, "Oh my god,
Gotta get that.
I can't mention it to no one till I get a trademark, till I get anything like that."
Have you shot an episode yet, or you're getting everything put together?
I gotta buy the fucking mic and do all that shit.
So clients, Rockstar Colt's got an exclusive thing coming out for you, a special twist on the dangling mic performance.
Yep.
And musically, he's got a shit ton of music already out, a shit ton coming out this year, tons and tons and tons of stuff.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Hit those links down there, check him out. Okay, look out. Look out. You know what it is. We're about to enter the lightning round.
Let's do it.
He brought the pillow out. All right. So first question, and you don't necessarily have to answer quick. It's just like what you feel about like the question and
just
your
don't
perspective
overthink
on
it.
Don't overthink it.
Just go for the go, baby.
So are you? I feel that. Are you a ass or a titties man?
Ass. No questions.
You said no
questions. No questions. I love some tits.
So much for not answering fast.
Ass for sure.
I
like some tits. Ass for sure.
If you could be remembered for one thing in life, what would that be?
Being there when people need them.
Ooh, that's a great one.
Facts.
This man's ready. I don't know what the fuck y'all are talking about.
And there's a good answer too. Okay, if you won $10 million tomorrow, what would be the first things you spend?
Investments.
No questions. What type of investments? Like
probably a good
something that makes money back. I'm with you.
I don't know exactly what. Probably number one, stocks for sure. I doubt I would do a little bit in crypto. Definitely give mom some bread, family some bread, but I wouldn't just be that person who fucking goes buys a Lamborghini, goes buys $1 million. That's how you go broke. I would go invest it. I definitely live a little better than I'm living now, but investments.
Make that money back in double.
Then
make it work for you.
Then you can buy a Lambo after you got 20.
Hell yeah. Okay, great answer. All right. What's one thing about your business / venture that you didn't expect?
That is a fucking
and
good question.
And you can answer in the artist side.
Oh, no. Okay, I know exactly what it is. Business coming in between relationships.
Ooh.
I never fucking knew it would bruh. I learned once you involve money in a situation, you will lose people you never thought you would lose. Like once money becomes part of it, bro, you can fall out over $20.
That's the
real
smallest
shit.
petty
Motherfucker
shit.
Never want to call you again because they owe you
happens
$45.
all the time.
So it's business coming in between friendship and shit. Like you think you actually made a genuine friend in business, and then
switch up on you.
Shit like that.
But that's a great answer. What's one lesson your job has taught you that you think everyone should learn at some point in their life?
This man sounds
deposit first. Deposit first.
Ooh.
Send
deposit
that shit
first.
now.
Deposit first. I ain't even looking at nothing anymore until money's in my hand, bro. So many artists waste my time, send me their songs, and I used to really listen to them before all that.
And that's great. That's cool.
But never call you again. They're gonna get your opinion. You tell them a video idea, they're gonna hire a cheaper cameraman and take the video idea.
And it's like, I mean, you know what? It's like, you know your worth. You know what I'm saying? You want to work with me.
And you got the skills to pay the bills.
Nobody goes to the Nike store and it's like,
and ask for 20% off.
I've been shopping for y'all for years.
It just separates the people that are serious and the people who aren't.
Most
definitely.
What I mean?
Hell yeah, my bro. Well, shit, that's for the lightning round right there. Is there anything you want to tell the people?
Anything you want to bless the folks with?
Man, if you got a business idea, do that shit yesterday.
Facts.
Don't do it tomorrow. Don't do it today. Do that shit yesterday. And if you ain't do it yesterday, do it today.
Let's go.
Other than that, follow me on all my social medias. They're probably going to pop up on the screen. If not, you can find me on anywhere. Rockstar Colt, Colton Castles. Either one. Check out my music, check out my videos, and definitely subscribe to the podcast.
Subscribe.
Yes, sir.
You already fucking know. Man, all right, guys.
Rockstar Colt. Thank you. It was an absolute honor.
So I had an interview before this, and the dude never dropped it. So y'all got my first interview.
Oh, let's go. Exclusive. For the culture. You hear that shit right now.
Rockstar Colt in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Rockstar Colt happening with For the Culture.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Let's throw them fours up for the fucking pin. Yes, sir. All right, we good.
Out.
My boys.
Thank you, my brother.
Hey.